that come to Canada now, they come with either their spouse or whole families. So part of them have a very established career and life in Brazil. So they leave all of that behind to start in Canada, right?
Why?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of them complain about the safety issue in Brazil. Brazil is a beautiful country, but it's not safe, right? Also, they dream about, providing a better future for their kids with more opportunities. So some women come very young to start college here. Some come single as a single person, come to build their whole adult life here. But they always look for that welcoming feeling, the feeling that they are not completely alone, that they have other women that have been going through what they've been going through, that they can have the support that they need. Most of the time, it's just the emotional support, to say, what, Rita, I understand you. I've been through that 20 years ago. You've been through that now. And you're going to grow out of that. You're going to do okay. Keep going, right?
The reassurance that they are on the right path, that it's all naturally happening.
Yes.
It's not the world conspiring against.
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
And also with practical tips on how to either validate their diploma in Canada or how to open a business in Canada. It's totally different than opening a business in Brazil. Or how to do marketing for this new business, or changing careers completely, doing like a career transition. So there are many different scenarios, but the main desire is to be connected, because it's so much easier to adapt to a new country when you feel welcome and connected.
Is that why you're doing this though?
Well, I'm doing it with a desire to provide to them what I didn't have.
How does it feel for you when people come asking for help all the time? Isn't it overwhelming at times?
No, not for me.
No?
No. And maybe that's why I'm good at doing this, because I like it, right? A lot of people say, really, you're crazy. You get 50 messages on your private messenger a week. How do you have patience to answer? I do. And a lot of times I drop everything and I answer.
When you sort of counsel these women, these immigrants from Brazil, what mindset do you try to instigate in them so that they can avoid those meltdowns that you were having back then?
Yeah. So I think the main thing that I try to tell them, that it's something that we see a lot, complaining, without realizing that you chose to come. Nobody forced you to come. You are here because you chose to be here. So with that being said, focus on the steps ahead, what you have to do. Know that you have a nice community, that it's here for you. But I also tell them where they should seek for certain help, right? Because I am not the source of all knowledge, obviously. So a lot of times they will say, oh, you know what? I need a psychologist. I'm not feeling well. Okay, so we know A, B, C, and D from our community. Look for them. They will help you, right? Or they will say, I am an educator in Brazil. I want to validate my diploma in Canada. I wrote a blog post on all the steps to do that validation. Here is the blog post. So more than counseling myself, I have today the tools to direct them to where that knowledge is.
Are there any cases where